Hi Hi, everyone. Um, this is the what's it called? Courage to be safe assignment. I decided to do the video format. Not only do I feel like it helps me get my point across better, but I just like to be more expressive. I feel like typing kind of like narrows it down. But I watched three of the not three. I watched 16, but I took notes on three of the videos. Um, so the first video that I watched was the after action review. um, or took notes on. And we did what I took some notes on was where we take action. Um, I don't know why my computer did that, but the first video that I took notes on was the after action review, and I'm gonna read off some of the notes that I got and then kind of vent from there. Where we take actions that result in surgery rather than preventing injury. The best change that happens in this service comes from great leadership and those taking the change that is needed for the betterment of the program. The top four contributing causes of firefighter fatalities are due to behavioral choices. This includes lack of standard, communications, incident commands, and strategies and tactics. Now, strategies and tactics, that's like very key. You have to be a critical thinker as a firefighter. You have to be able to think because, you're not, every scenario is going to be the same that you have something prepared for that specific scenario. You got to be able to think and overcome. You got to be able to work as a team, and most certainly. And communications. Communication is key. You got to be able to get your point across without being overwhelmed and having anxiety, getting nervous. I mean, obviously, you're always going to have anxiety and nervousness, but you got to be able to put that to the side for a couple of seconds and really communicate well with your team so you could do the best for your community and save as much people as you can. And, you want everyone to go home safe as they're trying to get their point across in these videos. We've been dealing with them for decades with no change. The best thing we can do to start to take initiative is simple because we do it every day, and it's after action review. We do it in a professional and constructive review, taking time after things happen to analyze and see what we can do better. You got to be able to have constructive criticism with your team. You got to communicate what can we do better? Why did we do this? How can we do this better next time? All these things are key to getting better. You know, um, what's it called? Control improvement, quality improvement. We're constantly trying to get better every single time, every scenario, no matter what it is. Next, we have Courage to be Safe. The Courage to be Safe program is part of the Everyone Goes Home Safe program. It's well known that firefighters have to have the courage to face crazy threats. They have to save lives while not only protecting their community, having to be able to avoid needless risks. Some of the natural deaths of firefighters are heart attacks, vehicle crashes, two things we can have control over. This means taking accountability of others and knowing what to do in certain situations to avoid disastrous alternatives. And we can train safe driving and always wear seatbelts. I only know a few things about like, the rig and like the engine. Some things that we all decided to do to start doing better is like even on the ambulance, we start to strap down the life pack because obviously there's going to be those times that hopefully you don't have to, but it does happen where you're going to need to stomp on your brakes and you don't want the life pack. It's like a 50-pound like machine, you obviously know, and it comes flying through and you don't want that to be injuring nobody. You don't want anybody like, now you got two patients, you got one in the back of the ambulance and then you got one that you need to get to. So just try to constantly get better. um Yeah, I got 30 more seconds, so I gotta stop yapping. The last is health and safety at wildland fires. What it basically took away is how the environment changes over time and space, with every aspect of it having some sort of effect. It's not a static environment. That's something that I really took away. It's not, you already have houses and everything that's like you can't predict what's gonna happen, but Wildland, that's even more stuff that you can't predict. As well as your perspective on the fire should change. Dead trees, bushes, chainsaw teams, digging lines, rocks, logs, all these play a huge factor in the way that these things are set up. And something that some of the people said out there is that some days you're like a couple miles down the line from the fire, like it's way down there, and you get so caught up in your job, you forget what you're even doing until it creeps up on you. And I kind of went over, but I talked about my notes and then I tried talking about my thoughts as well when I was watching these videos. So, thank you for watching.